You don't have to pay for things just to learn. As a beginner trader, you come into trading Forex, somebody told you about it 2 days ago, and then you go on Instagram and you got everybody's bio with a freaking course linked in, and you don't know whose course to buy because you don't know who's who. That's what caused people to be losing for 3, 4, 5 years. I'm gonna be super honest, like I don't feel like it should take that long.
So talk to me about ICC, man.
Yo.
Like, what is this movement you got going on, man? Talk to me about it, man.
Yo.
ICC, what does it stand for?
ICC is indication, correction, and continuation. That's
Okay.
the phases that I see that market moves. First, there'll be like, let's say there's a support level, price will break it. It'll give you that indication that price is bearish, correct itself, and then continue back under that level to continue to trend. And that's how I see the markets overall. Like that's how I personally see the markets. Bro, that's like from beginning of trading, the beginning of me trading Forex till now. That's literally everything in ICC was just a simple buildup. And I made it into like the simplest version. I can explain everything that I see in the markets.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's crazy. I give it away for free because I'm like, I don't need to sell a course. I can just like, I'm in a business now. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be straight. I'm be straight. I don't have to sell you a course to make sure my bills are paid. You know what I'm saying? So I give it out for free to everybody who needs it because I feel like it's really effective and it's free content. First of all, it's free. It's really effective. It works in the markets. And I just feel like it's simple to everybody where you don't have to learn all these different indicators or these different patterns or different candlestick patterns. And I feel like it's really easy to learn if you're told step by step, this is what it do. 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, and this is what you do in each scenario.
Yeah.
Because some people will have like 25 different videos of different things of like, okay, if you see this, do this.
Yeah.
If you see that, do this, but it's different from what you did last time. So make sure you know how to do this in this situation. And I feel like when you're on the charts, you can oversee things like with patterns. Like people oversee patterns. I don't even think people really know what patterns is like, because sometimes you might think you see that pattern, but you're not looking at like, that's not it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
especially when you've been in the charts for so many hours and
you
get fatigued, you start making stuff up.
You start making stuff up. Yeah, I used to be that way. But with ICC, it's like impossible to make it up. It's literally impossible to make it up. Like you're either going to see it or you're not. Yeah. You know? And yeah.
So where can traders like get exposure to that free training that you have?
So my Instagram is Trades by Sai.
Okay.
I should have my Telegram link in my bio. Okay. If you go to the Telegram link, you're gonna pop up on this page. It's gonna have a Google Drive with over like 70 videos. And
70?
Yeah, 70 videos, all on the same thing. Wow. So consistently showing you the breakdowns every single time. And I'm still putting videos as I trade every other day or so. I'm gonna still break down every single trade. But there's 70 videos in there. We got the YouTube, the YouTube, which has like, I think 15 to 20 videos all on the same thing, but hour-long videos. And then I do the boot camps, the 3-day free boot camps whenever I can. Okay. And I post
and is that virtual?
Yeah.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, so I do the Zoom calls, and those fill up fast. Those be filling up like 500, 600 people every time I do it. And they're just all in there watching. I'll post it whenever I get the chance. But I do those when I can. I try to do a lot because people love them a lot. And yeah, I try to do those, but I only do it when I can. I do a 3-day boot camp, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Boom. I'm going to teach y'all for like an hour or two. And at the end, we're going to talk about psychology and how, you know, people don't talk about the real life version of it. So I talk about the real life version of trading at the end of the session. And yeah, that's pretty much what I do. Yeah. Like you can sell somebody a course, but they're not really going to understand it unless you break it down to them. Some people are really like, a lot of people are really visional learners. Yep. So you have to actually sit down and talk to these people because that's what's going to help them. That's really you can't just slap a couple videos that you did already in their face and be like, okay, that's it. You know, you should be good. Yeah. You can't just do that. That's not how it works. You have to continue to repeat the same thing to them. It's a sad, I wouldn't say sad. It's a repetitive way to say it. But honestly, if you're going to be a trading influencer, that's what you have to do. If you get on Instagram and you start posting your trades, you got to be willing to actually sit down with these people and actually help them out. Because what are you posting trades for if you're not going to help them out? Well, you can be a trading influencer. Just know, like, yo, if you're gonna be posting your trades, you gotta help these people out, learn how to trade, because that's where the followers come from. The followers, you're getting followed because people want to do what you're doing.
They want to do what you're doing. Yep.
So how are they gonna follow you if you're not teaching them anything? And that's why I would say my fan base, or not even fan base, they're my family. My community is stronger, bro, because I sit down with these people. I'm in a Discord chat with these dudes as much as possible. Like before the ride here, I was in a Discord chat talking to these people, because imagine if you're in a chat with like Elon Musk or something, and he's actively talking to you, you can be like, dang, that's real, because he's like sitting down to take the time to talk to you. I don't think anybody else is really doing that. There's probably is some people, but I don't see a lot of that in the trading space, especially to the top people that they look up to. It's like, what are they really doing to help you? Like, what are they really doing to help your journey? How are they really helping your journey? You have me being actively there in your journey. I'm understanding, I'm learning, in a sense, I'm learning who you are. I'm learning what type of person you are. I'm getting to know you, talk to you, teach you some things of like what my experiences was, share my experience, share the way I trade, and just overall show you that, you don't have to pay for things just to learn. You can, there's another way, or you can learn. Like, honestly, I've learned by just consistently being in the markets over and over. And yeah, there's some things out there that takes some money to have that knowledge, but in the beginning, it shouldn't be that hard for a beginner to come in and be like, okay, where do I start?
Yeah.
Because you don't know, as a beginner, you don't know who to go to. Like, as a beginner trader, you come into trading Forex, somebody told you about it 2 days ago, and you're like, okay, what do I do? What's the first thing I do? Well, I got to learn how to get a brokerage. I got to learn how to do this and that. You get that. Now, how do I learn to trade? And then you go on Instagram and you got everybody's bio with a freaking course linked in, and you don't know whose course to buy because you don't know who's who. And it's just like, it's confusing. So give them the free content. Boom. They have free content. They have foundation. They have the foundation. Okay, I know what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
From there, it's like, I know what I'm looking for. And that's Forex in general. That's trading in general. You have to understand, where's your foundation. You got to, one, understand your personal situation. Okay, what is my personal situation? What am I going through in life? What can help it out? What can change it? And then when you come into trading, okay, I got to start somewhere. I got to build some money up, put it into an account, build up, learn, and understand how the market moves. And then I can start trading, and then it can implement into my real life and help me out. Some people will get into the game and they don't know what to do, and nobody's teaching them. They're just like, yo, bro, you see my lamb? You know, buy the course, you gonna get it. You know what I'm saying? And then they get misleaded. They're confused. And that's what caused people to be, losing for 3, 4, 5 years. Like, I'm gonna be super honest. Like, I don't feel like it should take that long. It's the same way as school. It's the same way as school. You're taught something, you learn it, they give you a test. It's the same way with trading. You learn from a video, or you learn from a course, or whatever the case might be. You learn from that, you study it, and then you apply it to the markets, and then the profits is your test. If you do bad on the test, you lose. If you do good on the test, you win. And that's how it is. And if you can secondly continue to study up, and you can secondly learn more, then you're gonna win almost consistently in the test. I wouldn't say every test, but you're going to win a lot of more tests.
Absolutely.
Overall. And you might make a mistake. So back in school, when you made a mistake on a math test or something, what did they do? They showed you the correct way to do it.
Yep.
And in math, I remember when I used to get one wrong answer, he would have the word problem or whatever it is written out. Like, this is the way you should have did it. If I did 2 times 4 and I put I don't know, freaking 6, he would put right next to it 2 times 4, 8. You know what I'm saying? And it would be stuff like that, where it's like, it's the same way with the markets. If you make a mistake, go back, review what you did. Okay, I made a mistake here. Let me change that, and then do the same thing. You don't have to change every single piece. Every time you lose, you don't have to change everything you do.
That's the problem.
Like,
and that is it.
You don't have to change everything. Just change the thing that just messed you up.
Bro, that's the reason new traders are in the cycle. You know what I mean? And my name is Calvin, New Trader, because I know that struggle. Like, I've been on this journey 3 years, right? And when you said, what you said, it shouldn't take that long, it just hit me this year that, bro, I've been focused on the wrong stuff. It should not take that long to hit the numbers that I want to hit.
Yeah.
And my wife's been telling me that, like, I've seen you apply yourself to so many things. Why is it say like why is it taking so long to hit them big numbers you want to hit?
Bro, it's because we have this industry, bro, that yo, bro, I made 50K in this one day. You can do the same thing, buy my course. And it puts in these people's head where it's like, I need to make big profits today. Like today.
Yeah.
It puts in their head that they, even with me, I tell people like, bro, don't look at my numbers. Look at the trades that I'm catching. Look at the setup I'm showing you. Implement that. Don't try to like make my numbers, because most of the time you're not going to be able to repeat the same thing that I do.
But you know why you have success, bro? Is because there was no other options for you.
There was no other options.
You stayed locked in on what was working and you duplicated it. You know what I mean? Like, that's the trend in your story. You like, you're focused. There's no other options. Like, okay, if this move worked, okay, well, let's not change it. Let's keep going.
Let's keep going.
The thing with a lot of us new traders, right? And I'm gonna tell you, just going back to what you said. If this don't work, I'm going on Instagram and I'm looking for another guru, and I'm gonna go buy their course.
That's it, bro.
And I'm gonna go do what they say. Yes. And if I take a trade on that and that don't work, I'm gonna go find somebody else. It's too many options.
Yes.
It's too many chefs in the kitchen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And when you got all these chefs in the kitchen, bro, I'm like 10 courses in, bro. I stopped all that this year, bro.
Yeah. Bro.
I was like, this is stupid. You know what I mean?
It's like,
and that's the difference, bro. People can have success if we just lock in on one thing.
One thing.
You know what I mean?
It might seem like it's not working, but that's the whole goal. It's not supposed to work in the beginning.
It's not supposed to work in the beginning.
Like,
but if you lock in on one thing, you'll be surprised where you'll be in 3 months.
You can master it.
You may not be a millionaire in 3 months, but you'll be somewhere you didn't expect if you stick with one
might have
thing.
Your first $1,000 a day,
boom,
$2,000,
boom,
$3,000, whatever, or $500. Like,
or you could hit the million.
You could.
You
bro.
don't know.
Yeah, you just don't know.
But it has to be one thing, one mindset.
It's that what if. Like, what if I just continue to do this?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, just that what if. And I think that's what, separates a lot of people.
And then the other thing is this too. I got to throw this out there. Everybody wants to be popular.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
I see a lot of people doing that now, especially when they start winning consecutive trades. They'll post on Instagram and be like, okay, I know what I'm doing. This is the way I trade. Everybody look at me. People do that a lot.
Yeah.
Especially in this space. People want to be the next big thing. Yeah.
And it should be about the message, man.
Yeah,
your message. I think and what you stand for.
I started my Instagram with 0 followers, and I would just post. Like, I just post, hey, this is the setup I'm looking. This is how my trading I deleted those posts because it was it was ugly, bro. The way that I was posting it, I was like, look, guys, at my setup.
It was no strategy there.
Yeah, it was
no content strategy.
I was just posting anything. Like, I was that dude where you come on my page and I got a picture of a table.
Yeah.
And it's like, so I remember, and I posted a Telegram link. This was my first time ever using Telegram in my life. And somebody told me this is where you grow groups at or whatever. Mm-hmm. So I made a Telegram link. And I remember having 6 people in there, and I would post a Google Meet. Like, at any time that I got on the charts, I would post a Google link, and they'll join the Google Meet, and they'll just watch me chart up. I have some music playing, charting up, and I kept doing that, got to 100 subscribers in there, and then I started having these calls where I was like, okay, I got to use Zoom, because Google Meet, you have to accept every single person that comes in.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
So I started having to use Zoom. And as I kept doing that, I was doing that 2-3 times a day. Every single time I touched the charts, I popped open a little Google Meet or a Zoom call, and I would just let them watch me do that.
Wow.
And I just kept doing that. And then it came to a point where I was getting too many people, and they was watching my trades on Instagram, watching my trades on Telegram, and it was just a word of mouth. That's somebody told me that too. They was like, he was like, Sai, you might not hang around all these, big gurus, or they might not follow you, but a lot of the brokerages and a lot of the, not known traders follow you. Somebody told me that. It was like, and everybody knows me. That's the crazy part, because I went to the summit and I was talking to the bigger name people, and it was like, yeah, bro, I know you. And
word got around. Word done got around.
Yeah. And that's how I grew, just word of mouth. And then once they started seeing that I was actually doing the free content, that's when everything exploded.
Wow.
That's when everything exploded. And from there, I just continued to provide value. I wasn't able to do the Zoom calls every day, but you know, I provide value as much as possible.
Yeah.
Like last night, this dude was sleeping in a hotel, and I went outside 3:00 in the morning.
Yeah.
And just got on the Telegram, talking to the Telegram on a voice note, like telling them like, yo, life is like crazy because, you know, if you continue to do one thing, one day your whole life can change. It just take that one day of doing something right and doing it over and over that your life is just going to completely change.
That's amazing. Give me 3 things that you would recommend a new trader to do to make their first 100,000 in trading in any time period. What 3 consistent things would you recommend them to do to make 6 figures from trading? No time limit at all. Like, it don't matter.
No time limit.
It can be in 3 years, 5 years. It can be in a month. It don't matter. But just 3 things that they need to do consistently
and
to hit their first 6 figures.
That's just like consecutively all at one time, or like overtime?
Either or.
Okay. Overtime, I would say as you start to build, remember, go back to the building way, like treat everything like a bank account. You can grow that account. As you grow that account, I would withdraw like 50% every time you make a profit, or however percent you want to do it. Just make sure you consecutively grow your account and withdraw a good portion. Keep that in a savings account, because I look at it in a sense of like, when I got into trading, I wasn't trading money I needed. I was trading saved up money, and I'll put that into account, because remember, treat it like a savings account, and I wouldn't need that money, so it was no reason for me to spend that money. So then I would be growing my account over time, putting money to the side, and that will also be growing. And then over time, you'll start to see that you're growing overall, and you have like 50K to the side or 60K to the side, whatever the case or numbers be. And that's one way you can grow.
Okay.
Or you can honestly, you know, put it all on the line. But I would suggest doing the saving route. I would honestly suggest people to consistently build up. You need to focus on the moves that you catch. You need to focus on, how can I get price to go from A to point B? How can I get in, and how can I get out? How can I find that out? Focus on that skill set, and you're going to start to consistently make money. And like I said, treat everything like a savings account. Put money to the side when you win, and then you'll start to see profits.
Yeah.
That's how I would say do it. That's how I wouldn't recommend any other way. I feel like people need to focus on being patient and building everything, because if you don't build, it's like you don't have foundation. You can't go up the ladder with no wall to hold on, you know, like you can't do that. It's just not going to work. And overall, that's how I would say it. Honestly, I don't have 3 things like you would say. Yeah. That's how I would tell anybody. That's what you would say. Like, just build. Just focus on building your account every other day. Anytime you get a chance to make some money, extra money on the side, or save money, put that into your account. You don't have to trade it, but just continue to grow. Because like we said in the beginning, your big days can come from, you know, a bigger account. You know, that big day, that 5K day you was waiting for, it might take you to get to a 10K account or even a 20K account to even get a 5K day. You know what I'm saying? And that's just the reality of it. People think that you can just do, like, there's some people out there that can do $500 to $5,000 in one day, or whatever the case might be. But I kid you not, like, I'm pretty sure they have a lot of losing accounts.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? People will never see that. Like the YouTube flips that you see, like, I'm pretty sure it took like a couple accounts for them to get to that. And some people do have a skill set, but what I recommend is more sustainable. You know, flipping accounts isn't sustainable. It's just not. It's not going to work long term. Like, you have to think long term about everything. Everything in trading calls you to think long term. Like, how is this going to benefit me long term? If you save your money, if you manage your capital right, it's going to benefit you long term, because you're not going to be losing money. You don't have to keep depositing. You're going to be, you know, building an account.
Yeah.
You don't have to keep losing and then putting money in. Keep losing, putting money in. Just focus on building your capital up, and then consecutively and consistently trading that.
Love it, man. Love it. Man, ladies and gentlemen, Sai, Trades by Sai in the building, man. Let us know where we can follow you, where we can reach you, all those
my
social
Instagram,
networks.
My Instagram is Trades by Sai. Make sure, because it's a lot of fake accounts of me. Yeah. And Instagram's still not verifying me.
Come on,
Trades by Sai.
Y'all got to get it together.
Make sure it's no dots, no double I's, no double S's, I think. They be making all types, so make sure there's just trades, and by Sai, all one word, no dots, no underscore, no nothing. YouTube is just SCI, and that's where all my content is at. And then Telegram is in my Instagram bio.
Awesome, man. Before we get out of here, I want you to just anything that's on your heart or anything that you wanted to share that I didn't ask you about. I want to give you that moment before we get out of here.
Honestly, I feel like this is for everybody. Like, when you feel like times are getting hard, just continue to push through it, because the moment that you're finna give up is the moment that your life is going to change. It takes one day for your whole life to change, but that one day happens from you doing the same good thing every single day. If you continue to have the same good habits every single day, that one day of you doing that good habit out of the blue, you're not going to know what day, like what day is going to be, but everything's going to change for you. God gave us a day. He was like, okay, if you continue to follow my path, if you continue to do right, this day on January 2nd, 2024, this day I'm going to change his life, and I'm going to make sure he is straight, set, and narrow.
Come on. Ladies and gentlemen, Trades by Side. It's your boy Calvin, the New Trader, man. I appreciate you for watching today. And as I always say, you know the slogan, I look forward to running into you at the bank one day. But when I pull up to the bank, when me and Sai pull up to the bank, you should already be walking out with a duffel bag on your shoulder, big smile on your face. That's my way of saying we all are going to be successful. Till next time, God bless you. Take care. Holla at you later. Peace.
Go.